This is Dolmany TV, ladies and gentlemen. A day late, a dollar or two short, I'm not sure. Quite honestly, spent a little bit too much on lunch today. You know, I didn't need that water bottle that I misplaced in the truck and still don't know where it is, but we're live nonetheless. Last night, if you're wondering where the live stream was, I'm sorry. My apologies. Got caught up. Had to do the slow pitch meeting, right? I had to get ready to get back into the swing of things, quite literally, when it comes to slow pitch this summer. We're targeting, hopefully, end of this month, we'll be back up and having a little bit of fun playing some ball. But that said, right, also yesterday we got some news about that Edmonton Oilers getting some training camp going on July 10th. So yesterday was a big shaker day across Oilers land, and here we are a day late. Like I said, yeah, you know what? There was also the news on Jesse Puljujärvi yesterday, but here we are in the video today. If you haven't checked it out, make sure to check your subscription boxes or check just good old YouTube and Google Jesse Puljujärvi Oilers news, and you'll find it right there. But my friends, let's get to the chat. There's a lot that's gone on the past few days. I could recap it all day, or we could just simply sit here and have a chat and enjoy. So let's get to it. Man, hi. And first, well, welcome in. Andrew, welcome in as well. Long time no see, and rocking as well. You've missed the live streams. So have I. I am absolutely beat after a long day. I'm trying to get the energy up. That's what the energetic start to the live stream. I mean, my goodness, little s'mores frappuccino has me wired up as well, but we're good to go. We're going to have ourselves a good live stream. Nicholas, welcome in. And Andrew Puljujärvi on the first line wing with McDavid. I wouldn't want to do that to him. Straight up. If you heard my points in the video, is you've got to put him in a place to succeed. And if you put Jesse Puljujärvi in his first couple of games back in the top line slot on the right wing with Connor McDavid, all you're doing is putting him in a situation to fail. That's all you're doing. End of the day, right? So as much as it would be a good idea, I know you're half joking there, but just for anyone thinking that's a good idea, not at all. Robert, welcome in. Good evening to you as well. We're along for the ride. As Robert was kind of the guinea pig for testing out the Dolmany TV merchandise, gave me a glowing review on it. So you know what? I went out and had a little bit of money after my Cold Lake trip left over. Got a couple burgers on a couple nights and a couple meals bought for me, thanks to my sister. And well, you know what? A little bit of leftover money, so I figured I better order myself. You guys have seen the tank top, the white tank top I have. But I ordered a Dolmany TV tank top and a Dolmany TV pullover navy hoodie. So look for me rocking those soon for you. Just going to tell you. But you know what? Let's get back to the chat. I could talk about myself all day. It's been that kind of day, but no risk, no reward. Andrew, I get it. I get it. But again, give him a chance to succeed before risking the biscuit, right? And you think Nygaard can go on the line with McDavid and Kassian? Absolutely, 100%. He proved he could. He's been up there at times this year already and succeeded. What I think we tried out two different wingers with McDavid, Archibald and Nygaard, and they both scored in their first game with him. So there is the proven point that you put good players with good players and good things happen. Nygaard has the skills to be a good player, was a good player in the SHL, and has been a good player at times for the Oilers this year. So I don't see how you could lose having him up there. Although personally, I think you go Ennis up there and you go with Mr. Tyler Ennis on the top line. That's just me, but we'll figure it out. And Robert, you're talking about that hoodie being amazing. Well, I'm looking very much so forward to it being good for me as well. And go Flames. The Flames are going to be in a very, very tough situation this year because they got to face the Winnipeg Jets. You know what's scarier than the Winnipeg Jets this season? A rested Winnipeg Jets team this season, let me tell you. Can't think of a name going with Go Flames. Well, look at his avatar. It's a Calgary Flames thing. We'll just shuffle that one off to the side. Keep the Oilers discussion going, shall we? Running Tippett for Jack Adams. I really think it depends how far he takes this Oilers team. Because, right, obviously Ken Holland, if you take this team to a Stanley Cup, you're GM of the year. But at the end of the day, I think Dave Tippett, if he gets credited on postseason stuff, depending on how voting goes, it'd be really interesting on how it goes, because if he takes this team to a second or third round appearance in the playoffs at minimum, it's a very solid vote of confidence that Dave Tippett is one heck of a coach, no matter what you do with Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. Because I'm sorry, look at the roster prior to entering this season. Nobody thought we even had a real legitimate shot at a good position in the playoffs. Second wild card at best. Finish second in the Pacific. Shortened year, yeah, we could have fallen to third or first wild card, but we're in there no matter what. And as long as we get through this play-in, first round and into the second round, Dave Tippett, head coach of the Oilers, Jack Adams winner, no doubt about it. I don't know. Is that a hot take? I think it could be a hot take. Robert, it was toasty my way. Yeah, I was working it. I was slugging house packs. Like I said, I might be a little fired up right now, but I could use a nap. It was a long, long, long day in the heat. That is for sure. And Rockin', where's the Lion Maidel merch? I think I still had it up. I think I took it down. I'm gonna have to figure that out. We'll have to see. That thing died rather quick, right? All of a sudden, Draisaitl was off the line, and him, Yamamoto, and Nugent Hopkins went crazy. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to go get a T-shirt made up that has the back Draisaitl Hopkins. That, my friends, would be a very good T-shirt to have. Yeah, Push, look at these. All familiar names coming in the live stream, coming to hang out tonight. This is excellent. Let's go Oilers. Absolutely. I've got Leon's Got Heart in the hashtag for this live stream tonight, because I think the last live stream we did, we debated all about Leon Draisaitl versus Artemi Panarin for the Hart Trophy, but I think end of the day, it's Leon Draisaitl all day. Come on. Highest ranked forward in ice time. You can't kid yourself, that's for sure. Yeah, Robert. It was a rough day today. I mean, luckily our back access on the last three houses was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Garages, poured cement, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Don't trip on the gravel. Don't trip in the rut. And you're good in the garage. Bang. We're back on the Stony. And we're coming out to Airdrie, no problem about it. It was a good day all around, but yeah, those first two houses, a little bit hot, a little bit hard slugging, but we got the job done and we got moved on to South Calgary. South Calgary was a joke. We got it done, no issue, and now here I am at home. I honestly can't even keep my eyes open right now, but it's all good. So that is just what it was. So then we get home and we start discussing that news about Jesse Puljujärvi that I missed yesterday because, like I said, slow pitch took priority yesterday, as it should when you've been waiting all spring and summer to get into slow pitch season because of this whole COVID-19 thing. But here we are, finally being able to talk about slow pitch, and heck yeah, it felt good to go sit around in the backyard, of course, distancing as much as you can with that many people back there, and have a good time and enjoy and actually be able to get out and do it. You could be doing no roofing. Well, yeah, I've got a couple of friends up in Cold Lake that do roofing, and that is such a rough job. I've been on my roof once or twice in my life, and that's about it. So yeah, it's not a glorious job, that's for sure, but those guys work hard for their money, and they make, they quote it right, they make some pretty good money sometimes, so that's good. Pay your local roofer. I guess that should be the advertisement today. Make sure to pay your roofer. Hey, Mr. Orange, you're having a, ooh, that's a good scratch. Yeah, the coffee was a bad idea. John, welcome in. I still have not checked out my video. I need to check out my video with you. I haven't done that. I retweeted that all when it came out yesterday, but guys, if you haven't already, John with Hot Take Hockey, you see him in the chat here, the moderator. He went out and gathered up a whole bunch of Oilers fans, whole bunch of Hawks fans, got them all into a group and said, hey, let's discuss the Hawks, the Oilers, first round playoffs, who's taking it, who's doing what, how's it going, and he put it all into a video that came out yesterday, so make sure to check that out, because I quite honestly haven't, but I need to do that. I need to do that. And I absolutely did, Robert. I had a chance to look at them. What was that? One day at work, but I didn't look at them really good. I'll have to go back. I don't know, guys. It's been absolutely nuts at work. I get something in my emails, or I get something, even work emails. I'll get back to the shop and boss man's like, "Did you get my email?" I'm like, "Yeah, I saw something about it. What was it about again?" And he's like, "Seriously, do you not read these things?" I'm like, "I'm on job site, putting on hard hats and getting on with work, right?" So it's been nuts. We've been probably 25% busier than we were pre-COVID. That's the craziness. We've been busier. 25%, right? Like 25% is a sizable chunk busier on deliveries than we were pre-COVID. So it's absolutely crazy to think how much we're doing. But hey, you know what? At least I'm still working, and I know a lot of people don't have that good fortune. So hey, you know what? I'll appreciate it. I ain't gonna complain. It's one crazy thing to think about, but definitely one thing I'm happy for sure. Now, John's on no beer tonight. You know, I'd say it's a beer kind of night, and I don't want to advertise alcohol in my live streams because I know I've got all ages from as low as 6 or 7 is what I've heard in the chat in the Oilers stream, to all the way, I know 75 plus according to YouTube. It's not looking like that kind of night. If you do partake in the drinking of beer outside on your deck in southern Alberta, now that it's been plus 27 all day, it is not looking like that kind of night. So I'd say stay inside or stay outside on your deck for now and just kind of watch the weather until something changes, and then go inside and enjoy some good old Netflix if you haven't already watched everything possible. All right. Should I get the Oilers license plate? Ooh, that is a good question. Now here's the question. I'll ask it another way. If you're a new driver, if you're 16, 17, 18, 19, just getting your GDL, do you automatically, as an Oilers fan, default to getting the Oilers license plate as your first license plate? My fear is, like, I want to get a nifty little license plate that has the Oilers, but I want to get a custom decal with the Dolany TV stuff around it and whatever. I don't know where I'd get such a thing made, but like, you know, a license plate frame and then do it up that way. But I'm just scared somebody will, oh my goodness, it's that guy, and steal my license plate, and away they go because it's the coolest thing they've seen. I mean, I don't think it'd be the coolest thing I've seen, but you just never know. That's right. Petey, welcome in. It's going good today, that's for sure. That's for sure. And David, you're getting the important details. I like it. That's how a reporter works. Get those details. And David, welcome in. And not going to promo here, but DMs are always open to chat. Hey, John, absolutely. Feel free to promo. You got that blue wrench. As soon as you get that blue wrench, you are free to promo all day. That's what it means. I mean, Tim's free to promo his podcast. X-Snipes is free to promo his Oilers stuff. The blue wrench is dedicated to two things. Guys that I have a working relationship with on YouTube or on another site, and of course, my close friends. And I need to mop things up for sure. Vanity plates are going to get vandalized. Tim, speak of the devil, there he is. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I just have kind of stepped away from it for sure. You're less likely to be keyed that way, you know that. I mean, Oilers plate south of Red Deer, you're pretty much asking for it. Well, actually, fun fact, I bought my vehicle back 2018, and just in 2019, I was looking at my gas cap one day, and I'm like, who the heck keyed a smiley face on my gas cap? Like, you know, your gas flap, I guess it's not your gas cap. Your gas cap's on the inside of your gas flap, but you get where I'm going, right? It's sitting there, whoa, okay, maybe I should pay more attention to my vehicle. And they always tell you on Facebook to pay more attention to your vehicle, but you get your news off Facebook, right? Right? I don't know. And you might stream later. All right, I'll take that as a solid yes, you're streaming later, John. I will take that 100%. We got a... Hey, that works for me, John. If you want to promo just when prompted, that is totally fine with me. That is totally fine with me. That's one thing is there is going to be absolutely no time for promos as of about probably July 25th. That's for sure. July 25th comes around, I'm not even going to be able to keep up with the chat. Quite honestly, guys, this is the first time in a long time I've had the chat rules not have. So let me just go over. And just because I'm talking about it right now, let me just go put a delay on the live chat. Let me enable slow chat in case we get spammed here. But we'll just enable it to 4 seconds, alright? That's the delay tonight. Don't worry about it. 4 seconds goes by like that and you'll be good to go. But yeah, it's slow mode's gonna have to be like 15 or 20 seconds in the playoffs just to keep people from losing their minds when there's a goal or when there's a fight or when there's a big hit or an injury or something. We're gonna have a lot of craziness. I mean, it is Oilers versus Hawks, so that's gonna be good. Sports don't come back soon. I'm gonna lose it. Tim, you and I both, buddy. Actually, hold on. Can I rephrase that? You, I, and the other 10 people in this stream at minimum. 100%. B-Max, what's going on, buddy? I need to post some content on Twitter so that I can get your sick gifts back. Love your gifts, and I mean, I always try to like them, but I'm so terrible at Twitter. That's probably why I have no Twitter presence. Look at this. There we go. Little cat stand. There we go. A little zap. Is there a limit as to the amount of Kahoot that is feasible during a pandemic? I honestly haven't gotten on the whole Kahoot train. People just be spamming randomly sometimes. 100% they have been. And I mean, that's okay, but when you've got 100 people trying to chat at once, you gotta keep it clean, right? Oh, Miss Zap, you would do anything to me on my shoulder. I love you, girl. Alright, how's life been? I think, B-Max, I was just talking about it a little bit earlier. Life has been crazy, crazy busy, that is for sure. Life has been, work's been nuts. Trying to keep up with YouTube's been nuts. I went up to Cold Lake for 5 days last week. That was a great visit. It rained the whole time, and I'm a little miffed about that, but it was a great little visit. Quite honestly, it was not that bad. Playing franchise mode, PDR. I want to build my team strictly off of chemistry. My first line has Kazian on it, has +3. Second line has +5. Then my bottom 6 are both +1. Honestly, I've seen +5s all across the board in the YouTube videos. I have no clue. Not a clue in the world how to pull that off. That's like, I think my buddy Troy always talks about Sin FTW Productions or whatever it is. You probably need to check that guy out to figure out chemistry because, I mean, I couldn't tell you. I've had a +5 once in my life on a D pair and that's it. And you are back. Sounds good, David. Okay. Miss Zap, what are you doing? Are you getting down? Getting down, girl? There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, that's tail so fluffy still. And honestly, lately I've been watching as much Bundesliga. Bundesliga? I don't know how to say it. But at least it's current and Alphonso Davies. There's the reason to watch Bundesliga. And see, that's always on during the day while I'm at work, so I haven't watched absolutely any of it. Maybe I need to tune in during lunch if they got Bayern Munich playing one day. Because that kid is supposed to be the next big thing. And can't wait for training camp in a month. Absolutely. Jay, long time no see, no doubt about it. Good to see you again. And my goodness, we're going to see you lots when things fire up here in, what, July? July, mid-July, late July. We'll take it whatever we can get, that's for sure. And see, Sin's a little bit of a legend, that's for sure. Miss Zap, what are you doing? You're just loving your pets, aren't you? You're just loving your pets. You're absolutely having a good day. Get down. Hello, Mr. Orange. How are you, buddy? Alright. Yeah, let's go Oilers is a big thing. As you guys saw, as much as I did that video just to have something at least get some eyeballs, and it's done exactly that. The Oilers winning the Stanley Cup, I mean, it's the playoffs. Any team can win the Stanley Cup at this point, right? And Samorukov officially signed that contract? Hold on. Let me go find that because I have not heard anything about Samorukov officially signing the contract. And Samorukov's agent to Mikhail Zizlev, there's an agreement in place regarding Samorukov who will play for CSKA next season. So that is what's going on, but that's not official quite yet. So they're negotiating as of 24 hours ago, so let's go latest. And there's still just some debate about it. I don't know, I don't see anything yet. And, oh, there we go, from Jim Matheson. Hold on. He's not checkmarked anymore? thought he was checkmarked. But will be loaned by the Oilers to CSKA for this upcoming season because there's no guarantee when the AHL season will start, but they'll monitor how much the solid D prospect is playing back in Russia. So that's kind of your case right there. And CSKA have signed Brendan Leipzig and appear to be getting loaned Dmitry Samorukov. There's your news. All right. That's from Guy Flaming of the TPS. All right. I'll have to do a video, maybe not. I'm not sure. And let's see, July 10th for training camp. Absolutely, Ron, welcome in. They're thinking with all the time available now, they may only need 2 to 3 weeks of training camp. Then the 3 warm-up games, apparently with Holland's blessing too. Yeah, I'm not sure how the warm-up games will go, but hey, more live streams get us back into the gear, right? Yeah, so I think it's a 1-year loan. It's not a 1-year. I guess technically there'd be a contract, but it's a 1-year loan. And going to be interesting to see who has retained chemistry and who maybe rediscovers his game or comes back out of shape and plays like garbage. Well, do we want to figure out who plays like garbage? I don't know. I'm scared that it'll be somebody important, but at the same rate, somebody important on this team isn't going to play out of shape. So I think we'll be good, but anything could happen, right? Depends on how much ice time these guys get between now and July 10th. That is for sure, Tim. I think Edmonton could have a couple of depth guys like Johan Larsson or Craig Smith in free agency, both solid players. Larsson is more of a Gaetan Haas type, more defensive than offensive. Johan Larsson, he's played a lot with Buffalo, correct? Correct. I think so. And while I don't think any players are as out of shape as they provide the 2 minutes between their faces and other players, some may be a bit punchy. Oh, that could be. And Tough Cuff, my man, welcome in. Coming in to hit the like button, appreciate that. I miss live streams. Quite honestly, I straight up miss live streaming. It has been such a tough road without it. It's been a tough go since live streams came to an end there March 11th. But you know what? We're coming back. That's the best part about it. So what I'm going to do right now, it's just before I forget because this is the most people I've had in the live stream at once. Today's video on Puljujärvi. You guys need to watch this, bookmark this for a little bit later, and just watch this. So click this. And you just need to watch that because I watched the views just die off because everybody's in here, and that's a good thing, right? I'd rather everybody hanging out with me live instead of watching Yes Puljujärvi news, so that's good to go. And Ryguy, you're hoping to re-sign Sheehan? Well, that wouldn't be bad. Sheehan, Ennis, and Bear need to be re-signed in soon. I don't know. Like, Bear obviously needs to be re-signed, but I think you need to re-sign Ennis as soon as possible before he starts thinking about what else could go, but you're not too sure. And John, what are your let's going? Actually, I learned the Filipino way of pronouncing. Actually, it's hold on. Hold on. Let me get this for you because my buddy at work that I drive on the truck with, he taught me how to say let's go in Filipino. So it's actually in Cebuano? Cebuano? I honestly, I didn't catch how he pronounces the language itself, but it's Mangato Ta. That's let's go. Fun Filipino teachings for you. Just a little bit of fun there for you. Alright. COVID has definitely reminded me and society of how important sports are in our daily lives, right? The distraction. When stuff gets tough, you can always lean on sports. Now stuff got tough, and we couldn't just tune into our TV and watch Connor McDavid dance around Morgan Riley for a night, right? I mean, we can watch it on replay during this, but it's just not as good as watching it the first time, right? Never as good as watching it the first time. So we do sorely miss that is for sure. And I need to play the veterans to win. Yes, Neil definitely I think needs to be in the lineup, obviously for power play reasons. Smith, I think he'll get his fair crack. And Koskinen should get a fair crack as well because this is his first test to really prove what he's worth, right? If Koskinen delivers a cup this year after Smith falters, how many people will be asking themselves what a bargain $4.5 million for Koskinen is? Just saying, just saying. Perhaps Holland should wait until playoffs are over, then get to serious business, trade out defenseman of Russell Larson, and let's save money to sign Sheehan or Ennis to 1 or 2 year deals. You could, but I really don't think Holland's sold on signing guys long term or even 2 years for guys that have been on this team this year already. Quite honestly, I don't think so. But I could be wrong. He may be holding off until we see if we get compliance buyouts too. That's the other key. Compliance buyouts are huge. And let's see, I would really like to keep Adam Larson, but I'm not sure if he's affordable with flat cap and with Baron Nuge extensions. That's right. Missed that. Oh, see, I'm delayed on the YouTube side of things here. So I'm just watching her get petted. She's such a cute cat. Teddy bear shave, right? But yeah, I think Stuart Skinner, BMAX, to answer your question, gets his NHL debut next season. He did. He did debut on the bench this year, but now he's going to get a chance to debut at the NHL level. I'd almost guarantee next season. At least I'd hope, because that would be a good development path to get him in there and start seeing him at the NHL level. Now the thumbnail. Yeah, the thumbnail, I had a little bit of energy. I still do, but I am fighting going to sleep so hard. This is like my last breath before I get myself to sleep here, it seems. I've got wings in the oven. I mean, if it doesn't storm, we'll be good and we'll get to it, but we'll figure out, right? But yeah, it's good. Thumbnail, I thought I'd have a little bit of fun with it. I'm always doing the finger snap or doing something serious. Let's have a little bit of fun with it, right? And I thought that was definitely something we could have fun with, so do it. And David, Miss Zapp, she is 10 years old now. I'm old, she's old, and I'm going to have her for at least another 10 years, I guarantee you. We'll be doing Dolany TV Oilers live streams with 1,500 people in the chat at once 10 years from now. And Zapp will be making the most decrepit sounds you can possibly hear out of a cat, trying to jump in my lap, and I'll have to pick her up, and she'll be just this small, and it'll be awful, but she'll be good. She'll be good. Promise you. Promise you. And I think they bring him in for playoffs to ride the pine bearing disaster. Absolutely, I think. Skinner, and if Starrett is healthy, you will see him as the fourth option, or him as the third option for the Oilers when it comes to the playoffs and goaltending this year. Hopefully you don't have a Ty Conklin situation where you're playing 3 goalies and you back Ty Conklin up game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals just so as he can get his name on the cup, and then all of a sudden he has to play because Rolison gets his knee blown out, and then he turns over the puck behind the net, and good night! Oilers lose in game 7. You know? And you're old. Robert, I know. I talk about being old, but I'm really not. That's the crazy part. I was sitting there in bed last night thinking, man, I've already lived, if I lived to 75, I've lived a third of my life already. That is nuts. And I'm like, it's only a third. That's nothing. I got the whole middle third and the back third to go yet. Kind of like when you're golfing, right? The first 6, they don't count. The last 3 of the first 9, the first 3 of the back 9, that's where you make up your ground, and then you clutch it up in the back 6. The back 6 holes go on a heater, score on the scorecard, and oh man, last hole, ooh, sorry bud, just birdied that. Ooh, look at you. You bogeyed that. Ooh, I'll take that $20, thanks, and couple of brews at the clubhouse. Not that we can go to the clubhouse right now, but you get where I'm going, right? Not the age, it's the mileage, absolutely. I think that was a good little analogy. I did too. But anyway, unfortunately, I think my wings should be ready. I've got a timer on my phone that says I've got 1:20 till my wings are ready. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Promised you a live stream. Day late, dollar short, but we got it done. I will catch you sometime soon this weekend, if not to discuss that Dmitry Samorukov contract. and we'll get to it. Guys, I'm Tyson, this is Stalling TV. Thank you for tuning in. I will catch you in the next one.